Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Evolvepreneur Secrets Show for entrepreneurs, and I'm your host, Brian Silverthorne. And it's my mission to help entrepreneurs make a difference in their business and to help them navigate the sometimes messy worlds of startup and growth or relaunch. And today we're going to dig deep with our guests to get you some great concepts and strategies to fast track your business. And our special guest today is Stacey Hall, and Stacey is the founder of Success with Stacey Hall. She has a groundbreaking social media marketing training program. She's also the author of 5 #1 best-selling books, and her latest is Selling from Your Comfort Zone. So welcome to the show, Stacey.
Thank you, Brian. It's great to be in your studio with you.
Well, thank you. So as I mentioned, we're going to do this in 10 minutes or less, starting now. So let's start with where are you hanging out today?
I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. I live here up near the mountains.
Oh, nice, nice. That's a nice part of the world.
It is.
So what caused you to get into this in this particular business?
Into being an author or being a social media expert?
The social media training program.
My mission, which is to help entrepreneurs be able to get their wisdom out, leave a legacy that lives on long after they're gone.
Okay, sounds like a great mission to me. So who is your ideal client?
My ideal client is primarily a woman entrepreneur who's frustrated that she hasn't been able to get this message that's burning within her out to enough people. She knows that there's more people that need to hear it, but she doesn't know where to meet her audience, what to say to their audience, and how to create more sales for herself, more satisfaction for herself and her audience, and achieve more success in a way that would leave that legacy that lives on long after she's gone.
That's great. That's a very thorough definition of an ideal client. And you may have answered this next question partially with that answer, but what's the main problem that you solve for your clients?
And the main problem is they don't realize that they can actually make more money being wisdompreneurs than being a coach or a consultant or represent an MLM, taking their own knowledge, their wisdom, and their expertise and turning that into products and services. They can make a lot more money and it will mean more to the world than what they're doing in the way they're doing it right now.
So I like the term wisdompreneur. Do you help them figure out what that wisdom is?
Well, they know what their wisdom is. I help them realize that there's value to the wisdom they have and how to market that. Yes.
All right. So I guess we all have an inner genius within us, according to some of the things I've read. I guess I'm still looking for mine, but I'm sure it's there. So
yes, it is.
Before somebody reaches out to you for help, what are some of the symptoms that they're experiencing?
Well, they're not making sales. That's number one. And it's not that money is so important to them, but money is a measurement for them on whether people consider what they're doing is valuable or not. So that's one. And when that happens, when they're not making the money they want to make as a business owner, then that turns into a lack of self-validation. It produces a lack of confidence, and that can spill over into other parts of their life. And they can feel like they have a hobby instead of an actual business, which is what they envisioned. And so frustration is a very real symptom of what they're experiencing.
Yeah, there's a lot of that frustration stuff going around. I've experienced it with people I've interacted with a lot. So when you start working with your clients, what are the most common mistakes you discover they're making?
Oh, well, I wouldn't necessarily say they're mistakes. I think they're more information that they don't realize because they're either copying what other people are doing in their field, or they're still representing other companies' products, and so they're being marketers instead of salespeople. And so this concern about selling also is in the way. So what I start with them is to identify who their ideal audience is and what is the main problem that they solve. So I'll give you an example. This morning I was working with a client for the first time. She is a social media expert. She's also an empath. And at first I said to her, well, which one do you want to be known for? And she said, I want to be known for both. I feel like I can teach people how to be empathic and understand what to do with their social media and have more confidence. And I said, great. All right. So your one-liner then is you help business owners who are frustrated that they don't know what to do because they're listening to everybody else instead of themselves. You can teach them how to grow their own intuitive skills to be able to have confidence in growing their business. She said, exactly. I said, great. So now you know what your one-liner is.
Well, that seemed pretty straightforward and easy. That's great. So we're doing well. We got about 5 minutes left. So if someone's considering reaching out to you, what's one action they could take right now on their own that would help them out?
Well, I have a lot of tips and free courses on my website, and it's easy to find my website. It's StaceyAnnHall.com, StaceyAnnHall.com, StaceyAnnHall.com. So like Stacey Hall, just put the Ann in there without the E for Ann. And you can find my book there. You can find the free courses there. You can find more information about me, and you can find my blog there too.
Okay, so lots of good information at StaceyAnnHall.com as a starter.
Yep, that would be it. And my book, Selling from Your Comfort Zone, if I may, I think it might be a little too far away. This is my 5th #1 book, just came out within the last month or so, is also a very step-by-step, easy to follow way to be able to craft your one-liner, know who your audience is, and know how to speak to them, and especially where to find them.
Excellent. So since all entrepreneurs have challenges, even those that are already making all the money that they want, is there a major challenge or problem in your business that needs to be addressed?
I wouldn't say there's anything major. I believe that every time we're growing as a business, that if we keep living and doing business riding on our laurels, we lose touch. So for me, it's the constant paying attention to what my audience is going through, what's happening in the world, how can I be of greater support, and what more valuable content can I provide. So it's that, and it's not really a struggle. It is a constant growth phase of my business.
Okay, so it's a lot of it's just paying attention to the world and the market and see how your business fits in.
Exactly.
Okay.
I have wonderful assistants to help me do the things I don't enjoy doing. I have built my audience, and I can put items out to the world, and people will say yes to me for them. And so I'm always in that growth of building the audience. I don't, never have too many of your perfect ideal audience, but it's mostly making sure that what I'm providing is still of value to them.
Okay, great. That's an excellent approach to it. So is there a question that I maybe should have asked you, but I didn't get around to asking?
Oh, I always say don't should on anybody. So no, nothing that you should have asked me. That I like to define what a wisdompreneur actually is, because we brought up that phrase.
Great.
A wisdompreneur is somebody who makes their living by sharing their wisdom, better known as a thought leader. And that person can either represent someone else's products, be that in a corporation or in an MLM. It can be a coach, it can be a consultant, it can be a podcaster. But for most of these folks, they're leaving money on the table because they don't know how to package their experiences into information packages that people would want to have who are going through the problems they went through before.
So you're the one that will help them create that package.
Yes, absolutely identify what they have that's of value and how to package it, and then who to offer it to who's likely to say yes.
Great. Well, we got about 45 seconds left. Any last minute thoughts here for the listeners?
Yes, that what's most important is to start thinking about, what do you know? What have you learned? What have you acquired in terms of knowledge and experience over the course of your lifetime? And start telling people about that as a way of helping others who are there right now to have hope that something can change for them too. And when we start doing that, you'll notice people will start listening to you.
Great, great. Excellent advice and a good way to finish up. So that's another wrap on a great guest episode of Evolvepreneur Secrets for Entrepreneurs. And just before you leave, if you like the episode, please give us a 5-star review. And if be so kind to share it with a couple of people to spread the word. And if you want to make sure you catch up on back episodes or don't miss any new ones, go to evolvepreneursecrets.show. And if you're an entrepreneur, let's get your next great idea out there today.